Hola, bienvenidos a Español 2. I want to walk you through our course in this brief orientation video. I have started here in D2L, sometimes referred to as Brightspace, and this is our course icon. Now, I'm walking you through a typical design of a Spanish 102, but it doesn't matter exactly if you take it summer, spring, fall, the dates vary. All the dates that I'm going to show you vary, but what you need to understand or take away from this video are the general, like how do I find things, where are they located, and how do I, what kind of work is due. So again, everything but the dates is pretty accurate. We do have announcements in our course, and I'll always leave any announcement here. I typically don't send emails to the class unless there's something really big, and I'll double it up and I'll send it in the announcements and through email. I have my information. Again, this can vary, like whether it's Monday and Tuesday, or these times vary. This code varies. I'm just showing you what you can find. Typically, students will start by going to the content folder, and here you can do the Start Here module. I always have an orientation video. That's where you're going to find this. Course expectations. I'm just showing you ideas. This doesn't replace the syllabus, but this is like a quick snapshot of like really important things to know. Back to where we were with Start Here. Just some information about me, D2L, and academic resources. This link I'm going to show you next is so important that I know when people don't watch this video because they can't find this. So this is how we will get access to our course materials. Our textbook or ebook that most people call it, here it's a V-Tex. The course materials are purchased with the registration of this course, so you don't have to do anything extra. You just need to click on this vital source, obtain a code, copy it, and then when you go into the VHL Central homepage, you're going to follow the instructions to create an account and then register. It really takes minutes. And there's some instructions here. Make sure that you find the right course. Again, whether it's summer or spring or fall, just know the semester that you are in, and make sure that you sign up for the right professor, the right section. So again, that's how you're going to sign up for the textbook. And again, this is a brief showing you around type of video. So I want to walk you through a typical week. In a typical week, I show you what we're going to be looking at, whether it's vocab or grammar, and some of the assignments. This is really copied from the course calendar, which I can show you also. But this is giving you an idea of what's going to be due that week. If there are any videos I have, I'll show you that in future weeks. Any worksheets that you must turn in, or any VHL practice activities. And I also have discussion posts as part of our course. So let's take a look at week 2, something that could be slightly different. Here's where I begin some of the videos that I record for you. These videos are typically about 15 minutes or so, and I walk you through the grammar point and I do some practice with you. So this is essential to you being successful in our course. Of course, read your textbook. There are additional tutorials in your textbook, but this is really me sitting with you doing these lessons. We have discussion posts throughout the course, and also always having some VHL activities. I want to show you how we would finalize, for example, a typical week, and we would have, again, our learning objectives. Don't forget what you would need to complete, videos that I would have recorded for you. Worksheets for us, those are practice worksheets, and they're not graded based on accuracy, but completion. So make sure you complete them fully. They help you walk through the key points of grammar that we were learning throughout the chapter. These are helpful when you are learning the material. They're always due before the test so that I can give you an answer key. For example, these are due typically on Thursdays, and an answer key is made available on Friday, so you would compare your answers. And if you have any questions, that still gives you time to ask me before you would take, for example, an exam that are typically due by Saturdays. So again, I just wanted you to see the cycle of the weeks that we have in this course. And I want to show you also some important course documents. And so right now, I'm going to open up the Word version, I'm sorry, the PDF version of our syllabus and walk you through that. Again, just showing you some highlights. This is where your syllabus, of course, will have accurate dates, of course. I'm sorry that I keep repeating, of course. Sorry. The textbooks included with the purchase or the registration of this course. And we have our learning outcomes. We want to speak Spanish, read Spanish, listen to Spanish, and what am I missing? Write Spanish, of course. Oh my goodness, I really say of course a lot. And some culture as well. There's a calendar at the end. Attendance is included as part of the course. I want you to read through some of these things. If you need to drop the course, there's dates. I'm going through this quickly because I don't want you to think this replaces you reading it. It really does not. I just want to show you what's in here so that you would want to read it. We have a policy against AI in this course. This course is so much about you learning and trying. So there's no need for you to use AI at all in this course. And if you have questions about that, you could always email me. Any makeup, how you're going to be graded, the breakdown of each individual grade, and what I accept late, what I do not accept late, what's the penalty for that. And so that's all in here. And then lastly, we have a statement of student rights that could also be relevant for students who have any accommodations. So that's some information there. And lastly, the calendar will walk you through, again, your specific course with your dates, and it'll show you a week. What dates cover that week? What are we learning this week? What do I need to submit via D2L, which is typically Thursdays? And what do I need to submit via VHL, and that's typically Saturdays? So assuming that you never took Spanish 1 at HAC, I want to walk you through, and I had the window open. Here it is. So VHL Central, this is how we do our practice. So I want to show you as a sample student how, again, registration separate, but once you register, you'll see that you'll have your week breaking down by due dates. And again, this will vary, but you'll be able to access. And when you click on any given week, for example, this does not mean that you have 1, 2, 3, 4 activities. No, you have 4 categories of activities. When you go into an activity and you complete it, you can go to next activity, but you can also view your assignment list and see that there's 2 here that you need to do. For example, let's go back to the dashboard. And even starting for what's listed first, contextos, you're in an activity, great. But if you go to your assignment list, these are all part of contextos. Contextos means vocabulary. So all of these activities here are related to vocabulary. Therefore, there are several activities in each cluster. You have pronunciation activities, and you want to work on each one in the order that they're listed, and obviously because you don't want to miss your due dates. You also have culture activities. So again, you can open your assignment list. I'm going back to the dashboard. When you complete them, you're going to get a green check mark. And if you have any questions about grading for these, you can surely let me know. You'll see your percentage that's complete. You do need to complete these and get credit for what you earn. For example, if you get 80% correct, you get 80% for the activity. So these are graded based on accuracy. You want to do your best job. Some of these will be speaking activities. Since I can't remember off the top of my head, let me try to show you our calendar. I don't remember in the student view where, oh, here it is, calendar, like right in my face. When you look in the calendar, you'll be able to see that some of them are speaking. So from lesson 6, we have 4 of them that are speaking. And when you get into those activities, you want to make sure that you listen to the audio before you submit it. And it doesn't let me click it from here. I thought it would, but when you go to the 30th, let me see if I can, oh, sorry. Well, there's no grades for you to look at right now. Anyway, I'm in a sample student, so it doesn't, there's no privacy concerns here. It's a fake student, it's me. And let me go back to, and I don't know, and now let me go, well, let me show you your V-text as well, but I really wanted to go back to the activities. Usually when I get lost, I just go back to the dashboard. That's what I do. So here we are back in the dashboard. And if I remember correctly, I don't know which ones are the speaking, but when you do because I'm not sure which of these, because it doesn't tell me off the top of my head. You want to make sure you record yourself and then listen before you submit. That's really important detail there. I'm going to go back up and close out that box. I want to show you the VTEX. And it's really an amazing resource for us, our textbook that speaks to you. So when you start in lesson 6, which by the way, lessons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 were part of Spanish 101 at HACC. So when you go into our course, you can and see what I'm doing. I'm going to do a one-page view. I'm going to open this up here. Again, if you're new to this particularly, I don't like this box at the bottom. This is too small for me. I'm going to zoom in. So I'm just kind of maneuvering around. I want to hear these words. You can do that by clicking the vocabulary. That's something you're assigned. And then I can see my vocab. And you want to read through, especially when you get to grammar. When you start your grammar, you're going to be assigned this page. By nature of you going through your VHL activities, you're going to come across this page, but you can totally come back here. These are activities I often try with you. They're usually assigned as well. And so you can do your work. Anything here that has an option for you to click, that's an activity that you can try for practice. Most of these can be assigned to you, but some of them are not, because I don't assign everything. People often say I assign a lot of work, but it's because this course is a lot of work. You can't get through a language class without practicing extensively. So that's how you can work through. There's a final page of vocabulary where you can study all the vocab. And let's say you wanted to print some of these, you can. You can print this. You can save it as a PDF once you're in print mode. So really, again, an amazing resource for us. Vocabulary tools. You got some flashcards that will talk to you. I'm going to go through my flashcards. Let's hear this.
Loco.
Loco?
Loca.
I know that one. So I know it. Acabar de. Ooh, I don't remember this. Not yet. I don't know that yet. Let's hear it.
Acabar de.
Okay, interesting. I don't know that yet. So see how you can work through your flashcards. So again, I just wanted to give you something quick. If you feel like, where do I start? Start once again in content. Go through your important course documents. Register for VHL Central. Follow the instructions, create your account, and then start your first week. In your first week, here you're going to be reviewing Spanish 101. So start with this worksheet and then work your way through and then begin with your lesson 6 activities. So I hope this helps to get you started. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Gracias y espero que todo les vaya bien. I hope everything goes well for you. Ciao.